Howdy tankers. Welcome back to Tomahawk. Like LL Cool J said, don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. Today we are gonna review Wargaming's latest addition to the game. The Jäger TIII. Let's go. The Jäger TIII. The Jäger TIII. The Jäger TIII. The Jäger TIII. The Jäger TIII.
Thank you!
The Jäger TIII is a tier 9 premium German tank destroyer that goes against anything that normal people like. Therefore we will hereby stop the Alp music and let the jazz music start. This tank is just like experimental jazz. The people have no clue what the hell they are doing. And there are actually people that like to listen to it. Furthermore, listening to this jazz music is a relaxing act. And you as the tank driver don't give a rat's behind of what other players think of you. In the current state of this tank, it will not be able to make friends. Your team may actually dread seeing one of you show up on the start line. It's like that crazy guy that will try to convince other people that jazz is for everyone. And just like jazz, this music will never be played on mainstream channels. Therefore you, watching this video, cheers to you. Lift up your glass of scotch, lean on your leather armchair, and don't let the ashes of your cigar stain the carpet. This tank is made for professionals that don't like to take themselves too seriously and don't care if they do not get 3000 damage every single game. At the same time you want to have a chill one-handed experience, but you do not smell of urine yet. And the saliva doesn't drip out of the edges of your mouth either, making playing artillery not an option for you. If this sounds like you, then this tank is a match made in heaven. Like beer and white sausage at the Oktoberfest. Speaking of grilling, if you like that too, this tank is also a good option, as every second hit turns your tank into a brisket smoker so large that it would make Guga jealous. Your tank is as mobile as a concert hall, and you are as flexible as a brass sliding trumpet. Therefore, you get your parking license from the German authorities. Park your tank somewhere in the corner and let the snipe fest start. Make sure the license is valid for the right zone, otherwise the Ordnungsamt will give you a fine. Once you have parked, you turn off your engine, get behind the gun, and start aiming at things. On paper Wargaming has made this tank laser accurate, but it has a horrible hull traverse bloom of 0.3, meaning that if you move your hull, your aim is as accurate as a Russian grad strike. The turret traverse dispersion is awesome, therefore feel free to turn your turret, but not before Wargaming sticks another finger up your butt, telling you that the turret cannot be fully rotated.
Bruh.
That is some actual shite. This tank will not let you control the pace of battle, and you are fully dependent on your team and the enemy. Your team cannot be too good, since you will have to drive behind the action and pick up some damage crumbs along the way. If the enemy team is too good, you will quickly get spotted as you are as inconspicuous as a school bus, and your DPM is lower than an American high school student on a Wednesday afternoon. If you want to bitch slap people in their faces, get a Waffenträger Panzer IV. Or if you want to nibble away while staying hidden, get yourself a Stridswagen 103. Once again, if you like jazz, collect tanks or like to hurt your team's chances for winning, this is for you. I will invite all my teammates to my funeral to let me down one last time. Also, your view range does not even impress Stevie Wonder, therefore you are forced to do something about it. This tank has so many weaknesses that it would require 6 equipment slots to compensate for them. Therefore you must choose wisely to what suits you best. However, despite all the hate on this tank, it does look quite cool, and finally Wargaming releases a tank that isn't ridiculously overpowered. That's almost as miraculous as me making a video in 2023. In short, your mobility is average, your size is large, your module health is low, your camo is bad, your view range is bad, your traverse bloom is bad, but your gun is nice. It's like a fat whale of a girl that has a beautiful smile. It leaves you with no choice but to camp, and in some maps and circumstances, that is just not an option. Be prepared to get disappointed, like that time your mother told you, "I'm not mad, but I'm disappointed." Speaking of disappointment, a whole game without shots, just to get cornered by the rushing enemies, and then your laser gun decides to just say no, like Nancy Reagan. That however does not matter, since you have chosen this way of life. Everything is fine. Nobody can judge you. However, in order to not completely turn this into a pacifistic game, you still may want to do some damage. In terms of equipment, I would highly recommend optics to push your view range up, so you will not so easily get outspotted. Use a gun rammer to compensate for low DPM, and the third slot can be free for either vents, a turbo or a silent exhaust. Survival depends on your ability to stay unhidden. That can either be done through distance or camouflage. Choose wisely. But since you listen to jazz, you are way ahead in terms of intelligence and sophistication compared to the average ape in this game. In terms of crew skills, you want to get camouflage, recon, situational awareness and intuition. Here's Wargaming's final addition to telling that they do not like jazz music. The crew setup is so awkward that no other German tank has a similar setup. This tank is just a jazz improvisation from start to finish. I hope you like it. Since the gun is the only good news to hang in the Christmas tree, the ammunition can be chosen freely to your taste. The HE is not super good, so don't go crazy on that. The shell velocity is amazing, so make use of it to penetrate your opponents. There you have it, a not so great tier 9 tank destroyer. There are better options out there, but this one is a bit special. If you are a bit special like me, you may even like it, even if it hurts just a little bit. It is a nice level of pain. Now you know how to play the Jäger TIII. This is the correct way. Go out there and jazz improvise your way to certain defeat. Thank you for watching, you epic motherfuckers. I hope you liked it. Be sure to like, comment down below, and watch some other improvisation without a script on the left or right. Subscribe to be disappointed in the future. Let's go. For now, thank you and fuck off.